Or how about the water you're drinking? What if I told you something inside of there, if consumed excessively, could be harmful to your health? Would you be concerned? Well, I'm here to tell you today about some of the effects of community water fluoridation and how is it going to affect each and every one of us living in Oregon. By March of 2014, our community water supply in Portland will contain fluoride. Being a concerned citizen and also concerned about my own health, I decided that I needed to look into this further. Initially, I began by looking into some of the positive effects of fluoridation. Next, I looked into some of the negative effects. And finally, I looked into how much is optimal, how much is excessive, and what exactly should I be concerned about. But first, I would like to explain what community water fluoridation means. On September 12, 2012, CBS News reported that a bill passed to implement community water fluoridation in Portland, and it will be in our water by 2014. The Encyclopedia Britannica defines community water fluoridation as the introduction of specific amounts of fluoride into a community's water supply, usually measured in parts per million. An October 2012 updated study by the CDC states that community water fluoridation can positively affect 60 to 70% of society at one time through the water out of our faucets and through the foods we eat and drink. This process, as stated by the CDC, is meant to expose our teeth to fluoride. This will reduce the risk of cavities through our community's water supply. The suggested levels are 0.7 parts per million to 1.2 parts per million. It's approximately about 1 milligram per liter. So if you consume more than that a day, that would be considered excess. I began first by looking at some of the benefits of this type of community action. There are three main reasons, other than for health purposes, as stated by the CDC, that community fluoridated water is good for society as a whole. The first reason is that it reduces from people having to take time off of work to go to the dentist. Secondly, it is stated that it will reduce the cost families would have to pay associated with those visits. And lastly, it is said that people, the entire community, would benefit as a whole because less people would have to take that time off of work, and the community in general would be more productive economically. But is that all there was to it? Were there only good effects? There must be some negative effects. And so I did a little more digging. And here's what I discovered. I came across a website, tvnaturalnews.com, and they recently uploaded an interview on February 4th, 2012. The interview was of Dr. Dean Burke, a leading researcher and an expert in the field of community water fluoridation. Dr. Burke revealed some astonishing discoveries on this matter. He concluded from his research that in a test of 10 cities with fluoride and 10 cities without fluoride in their community water supply, the cities with fluoridated water showed significant amount increase of cancer, approximately 39% more than those cities without community fluoridated water. I was amazed by the staggering numbers, so I decided to look and see if there were any more negative effects. Upon my further investigating, I came across yet another study conducted in 1990 by the National Toxicology Program, part of the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences. In this study, adverse effects on lab rats showed that rapid development of bone tumors just after being exposed to fluoridated water after 2 years, with similar amounts that we will have in our community water supply. This study also has concluded that with prolonged use and excessive consumption, fluoride in water can have detrimental negative effects: teeth yellowing, root rot, and so on. Finally, the study also revealed that the fact that the tests were only conducted with the exact recommended amounts. They did not test excessive amount consumption. So directly or indirectly, we're all going to benefit and or be affected by community water fluoridation in some way, and being aware is the first step in staying healthy. In short, community water fluoridation is something that's going to affect each and every one of us living in Oregon today. So stay involved about what is going on in your community. Be informed, stay proactive, and live healthy.